the new Hall Trials rotation is here. It's pretty much the same as last time, except instead of 2 Earth units, you need 4 units with no overlapping elements. I managed to get 9.3 million this time with the auto team, much better than the 8 million I had last time, due to better optimization with my gear pretty much. So this no overlapping elements is a bit of an issue, because last time we had Wukong and Roana. Roana's not replaceable. Her S2 is a little bit too good for keeping us sustained on auto. And then A Tywin is by far the best in slot because of his consistent cleanse. So Wukong's the obvious dropout, and we're going to replace Wukong with Mercedes. Because Mercedes has an AoE on her S3 and S2, and her S1 is 2 target, so she's got really good damage for the ads. Then Arbiter is still going to be our DPS, because Arbiter, his S3 is AoE and his S1 is 2 target, so he's also really good at helping clear the ads. As usual for this run, we're not aiming to clear all 3 phases. So long as you get into the second break phase, you're good to go. First, let's take a look at Mercedes' gear, since she's the new unit. She's just on standard DPS gear. I just gave her whatever I had left over. You can just give her any sort of speed, destruction, crit, torrent gear really. If you find that she's dying too fast, you can give her a bit more HP. And any sort of damage boosting artifact works. And then there is Arbiter Vildred. He's on the exact same build as last time, except I swapped his artifact out for a lower damage artifact. Last time I was using Cruel Mischief. This time it is Special Strawberry Cake. And then his build is the same, it's just Destruction, Torrent, and Ghost Speed, Crit. Anything really works. In the builds that I did change for the existing units, it's A Tywin and Roana. I put them to base speed this time since we have unequip. I put them to base speed because we had so many extra turns last time that I figured we could just lower their speeds, give Arbiter and Mercedes more turns during the break phases so we'd get more damage. We would still be able to enter the second break phase fine. So I just took off all his gear, gave him some random right sides so he wouldn't die. And then Roana, same thing. Oh, I should mention his artifact. Crown of Glory is a good one because of the damage reduction. And then some other alternatives is you could give him a ton of HP and then give him Arius. And that would work too. Since we're running him base HP, it's easier to just give him a bunch of HP. And then Adamant Shield is also a solid budget option since Alana always crits. And then for Roana, her artifact should be Touch of Rekos for the healing every turn. Helps keep you sustained up. Though since we're running her base speed, you could swap this off for something else, though I'm not really sure what you would swap it for. And then same thing as A Tywin, I just removed all of her gear so we get more turns during the break phase. And then with that, I'll let a run play out so you can see how it works.
어리석은 불신자들에게 지금 별의 심판은 별의 혀가 있어 균열 너머로 허무의 진짜까지 놀랍나? 좋네요.
자비를 베풀 너무나 무가치한 존재.
자비로운 레코스시여, 우리 굽어 살피소서.
이 힘을 보아. 너 따위에게 내가 패배할 것 같나?
절망의 끝에서 시작되는 희망이 모두에게 깃들기를. 블레이저! 당신이 수많은 줄 회개할 시간이 믿음을 가지세요. 놀랍나요? 좋네요. 공포의 시 개발을
하늘의 발소리가 들린다.
균열 너머로 허무의 찢어졌지. 그대에게 내릴 거룩한 시간, 감내하고 만끽하세요.
자비를 베풀 너무나 무가치한 존재.
별의 혀가 있어. 자비로운 레코스시여, 우리 굽어 살펴소서. 발입니다. 좋네요. 자. 블레이저. 놀랍나? 균열 너머로 허무의 찢어졌지.
아직 늦지 않아. 목숨을 구걸해 보아. 모든 것을 부숴주고 천천히.
성스러운 빛이 모두를 구원하길. 저 당신이 지은 수많은 죄 회개할 시간입니다. 다시 싸우세요. 좋네요. 헛!
백 강림.
발입니다. 공포의 시야 개발하라. 균열 너머로 허무의 찢어졌지. 어리석은 불신자들에게 지금은 별의 신뢰, 믿음을 가지소.
자비를 베풀 너무나 무가치한 존재.
놀랍나요?
So that's the auto team for this rotation. Our damage is much higher than it was last time, 1.3 million above the 8 million that we had in the previous run. This is due to having slow Tywin and slow Rowana, so our Arbiter Vildred and Mercedes got more turns during the break phases, and also because Mercedes was actually built with damage, compared to Wukong, who was on a PvP build. Also, Mercedes just has better damage, probably. I did use a lower damage artifact on RB, but it's not that big of a deal since it already has so many damage boost sources. But hope this comp works. Like I said, this is not going to stay within 2%. By the end of this week's rotation, this 9.3 million score should be maybe just barely top 5%. Because last time 8 million was good for top 6%, or yeah, last time 8 million was good for top 6%. So this 9.3 million might be good enough for top 5%. But if you're autoing with this team, I would expect to get top 10%, and if you're lucky, top 5%.